can stay right here with me. Think I've got fire running through my veins. 'Cause when you touch me, I burst into flames. I don't know what it is you do to me. Now we're just dancing in this burning room. There's something in the way you look at me that tells me you are all I'll ever need. I don't know what it is you do to me. Now we're just dancing in this burning room.
Hello, everyone. Hopefully you can all hear me. Now, before we begin, I got a new mic for the videos and everything, but I still don't know if it's set up correctly because I'm still waiting on the arm, which is going to like put the microphone like this, so it's gonna be better. Can you hear me? Can you hear my voice? Is it good? Is it low? Is it too loud? I don't know. Hello everyone, I think you can hear me, yeah. Hello everyone, are you doing well? So, I wanted to do this hangout yesterday, but I had workers come to the house because they were doing some renovations, and I decided to do it today. And yesterday I felt so weak, and I was like, oh, I hope it's not the thing, but it's not. I think it's just a little bit of a cold, but I'm good. So, there's been a lot of stuff going on. Because we have a lot of news to talk about. I'm going to go through all of that. Again, just to clarify one thing, since I guess review keys are coming soon for Cyberpunk, I don't know if I will get one. That's not up to me, that's up to CDPR. But I can tell you one thing. Even if I do get it and if I don't get it, I won't be covering any spoilers on this channel, because I think spoilers and leaking stuff and all of that is absolutely dumb, and I'm totally against it. So yeah, we're not gonna have any spoilers whatsoever on the channel and everywhere else. So yeah, you can be safe there. Hello. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about Ozob. Honestly, like, I have a lot to say about Ozob, and I hear Brazilians really love him. I think Neon said that also yesterday. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about Ozob. Yeah, reviews do come out before the game, and I think CDPR said that people who are selected are going to receive the key 2 weeks before the game comes out. So I don't know. That's up to them. Yeah. Also, I hate asking for this. I'm so sorry. We have to do it because of the algorithm, but can you please click that like button if you can. I hate asking for it. Yeah. What was my last snow meal? Meat. Chicken. Yeah. Yeah, I think we should get into Ozob right now. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is Ozob. He's going to be a new character in Cyberpunk 2077, but he was originally a character created by Devi Pazos. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce that right. He's a co-founder of the Brazilian geek blog Jovem Nerd in the 90s, and the character became an icon to the blog after the release of its 3-episode podcast, Cyberpunk Campaign, in which Ozob was featured prominently. So yeah, he's going to be actually in Cyberpunk 2077, and I really, really, really like the look of this, because also Ozob means bozo in the backwards, and if you don't know what bozo is, basically bozos are a gang in Cyberpunk 2020. We're not sure if they're going to be in Cyberpunk 2077. They're biosculpted to look like clowns, and they're just insane, like all over the place. But Ozob has a grenade instead of his nose. You can kind of see that he looks like a bozo, like a clown. And I never in my wildest dreams assumed that someone would put a grenade as a nose, because I just never heard about this. But honestly, I think Ozob is one of the coolest, and definitely, even though it's been made a while ago, definitely one of the most unique and original characters I had ever seen. It's honestly insane. Let me just do this so you can be there. So yeah, what do you think? What do you guys think about Ozob? I think it's great. Anechka, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much. Matthew Stiletto, thank you so much for your donation. I missed that, sorry. Yeah, Bozo was a real clown. So basically, what is going on in the game, he's going to have a couple of roles. What I've seen, like from this, from Jovem Nerd, who actually made a video about this. And basically, he's going to have many roles in side quests or anywhere in the game that will make sense with his backstory, personality, and resonate with Cyberpunk 2077's own universe. He's going to be arms or equipment dealer. He's going to be mercenary. He's going to be mission contact, and subject of manhunt. So those are going to be somewhat of the roles you're going to see Ozob in. Honestly, that's really cool. Ozob is so fun. I live in Poland, and I didn't even know that tomorrow is some Polish footage. Really? Tomorrow? They're going to release some new footage? That's cool. You honestly can spoil Cyberpunk? I mean, you cannot. I mean, sometimes the thing is, when people get those review keys, sometimes you will have people who will try to get that or leak that or whatever. It's a very small group of people. Like, those are the same people who get invited on like E3 or whatever, and they take out their cell phone and they film during the presentation of the game so they can leak it online. It's basically that. And I'm against this, because if you are given a chance to actually play this game before everyone else, then don't spoil the fun for everyone else. And that's why I'm so much against spoilers. Like, obviously there's going to be reviews, but hopefully those reviews are going to be also spoiler free. Or well, yeah. I think the chat is screwing up a little bit. Sorry about that. Yeah. So basically, I have to look at the chat here. I'm sorry. Like, on my other tab, the chat wasn't going. Yeah. I don't know. Something is going on. Honestly, something is going on with my stream. Is it going? Is it still going? What is going on with this? Like, seriously, I'm trying to figure out. I swear to God. I don't see chat that well. No. Let me see. I have to do it slowly. We have 400 people. Wow. When is the next Night City Wire? So the next Night City Wire is going to be probably in 3 to 4 weeks to now. Wait, no, the game is coming out soon. So 2 weeks. I think in 2 weeks we're going to get you're going to get a new Night City Wire, because keep in mind, they have to do it like 5 days maybe before release, maybe a bit more. I initially thought that they will actually have like another event, which is going to be, you know, not called Night City Wire, but something else, but we'll see. Yeah. But no, I think 5 days or something. I'm lagging a bit. That's on YouTube's end, because it seems to me that like the bitrate I have that I'm using is too much for YouTube. It's telling me to use 4500 kilobytes per second, and 4500 kilobytes per second doesn't look good. It looks really bad. And when I push like the bitrate to 12,000, it has issues. Yeah. But yeah, let's see when it comes to another news. So this is Ozab, we covered him. That's cool. Now, one thing that I've been talking about since the weapons trailer is in the end, you see in the trunk a bunch of weapons, right? And I was like, there has to be a way for us to put equipment inside of a car, because if we don't, like, what's the point of going out in the Badlands, getting all the loot, and you cannot really fit too much on yourself, because there is going to be a limit on how much you can carry. But you can actually put stuff in your car, in your vehicle. Now, it's still not clear if the inventory of those vehicles is going to be shared. So we don't know if, like, let's say you have Quadra and you have Mai. So you put stuff in Mai, you call it off, and then you get Quadra. We're not sure if inventory is going to be shared. Honestly, I see no reason why inventory would be shared. I see no logical reason, unless there is someone in the background while the car is in the garage, just carrying stuff out from one car to another. So I would rather have each car to have different stuff, because that would make logical sense, because I don't see how that inventory would be shared. But again, it might, you know, they might do it for the sake of, you know, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, that's the thing about that. Also, as it was confirmed, stolen cars, you cannot put them in your garage. You will be able, you'll have a, basically, as they explained, like, you will have a list of the vehicles that you stored in the garage, that you earned or bought or got, but not stolen, because if you steal it, you cannot place it in the garage. It's a shared inventory. Okay. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it makes sense from the gameplay perspective. If it's not, if it's not shared, yeah, now I see the point. Yeah. I was going too much for realism. I agree. But one thing though, isn't it logical then if someone has a heavy duty vehicle and has Quadra, that heavy duty can fit more stuff? I don't know. It's just from that point. Can we sell stuff? Can you sell cars? I don't know if we can sell cars. I doubt you're gonna be able to sell stolen cars like randomly. I think it could be a part of the mission or activity, but just randomly, I don't know. I think it would be too much, because you would earn too much money. I don't know. You always have to keep in mind that economy has to work as well. And I do hope that we can earn enough money to do to buy things, because in The Witcher some things were really, really expensive. Non-shared would get tiring very quickly. Yeah, I see your point. Absolutely, yes. Yeah, I see your point about that. True. No, you cannot buy apartments via Pasha. You cannot buy them. You're going to get one apartment, the one you saw, and with every life path, the apartment is going to be different. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I was thinking that maybe in the Badlands there is going to be a shack or something that we can be in, because I'm just thinking like, okay, like how that is going to work. But I guess there is going to be certain places that we can rest or something that are going to be outside of Night City. Ain, thank you so much. I am having a great day, actually. I hope everyone else is having a great day as well. It's Friday. I mean, weekend is here. I mean, you know, it's 2020. We're all locked, so it's no difference. What will you do after Cyberpunk is released, or when the cloud has faded away? To be honest, I was doing Cyberpunk before this cloud thing, which is not even a cloud thing. People are excited. I started doing it in 2016 because I love the universe, I love the company which is making that game. So no, I won't stop making Cyberpunk videos. Actually, I've been waiting for this game for so long to actually make content. So once the game is out, I'll just make more content. Like the lore videos I do now, it's a problem because whenever I do my lore videos, I'm very limited when it comes to the amount of footage. Like, I can only use gameplay footage that we get, so I cannot really tell a full story. That's why I'm waiting, you know, for the game to come out to actually talk about certain characters, because there is no point to talk about them if I only have one gameplay, and I want to do things differently, in a sense of I want to have cinematic gameplay footage, you know, and those, you know, scenes in my lore video. So yeah, a lot of lore videos, guides, tutorials, hidden stuff, walkthroughs, streams, whatever. Like, there's gonna be a lot of stuff that we're gonna be talking about and discussing. Again, as I go, as the game comes out, I will be asking you, everyone, like, what do you want to see, like, what are your opinions about the content. So we're going to curate content that, you know, fits for everyone and that, you know, people can enjoy. Is Ozop the bozo? Well, technically, well, I already explained who is Ozop. So, I mean, he looks like that, so technically he is some sort of a bozo because, yeah. But, yeah, it's still not a classic one. I mean, he's very much tied to this one particular character in Brazil. Lucendo, yeah, this is my job now. YouTube is my job now, and I was a producer before this. I graduated as a producer, so the game was originally going to have multiple apartments. I don't know if they mentioned that. Maybe they did, but a lot of things that are said in the early, like, you know, because when the game was initially announced, they said it's going to have third and first person, but then they decided to go with first. That was changed, and those things change because when the project is in the pre-planning state, or, you know, they're doing concepts of the ideas of how the game is going to look like, of course things change. You have many games that you played that looked different during, like, pre-development stages. So yeah, I mean, personally, I'm not bothered with first person. If you're against it, that's okay, absolutely. Like, everyone has a taste. And I'm sure that people are going to give their best to provide the third person mod if it's possible for this game, so that everyone can do it. But personally, I don't mind it really. I don't care if it's first or third person, like, as long as it makes sense. Can we make ourselves to look like animals? Now, I'm not like, we cannot go too crazy. Like, you cannot go full exotics. Technically, animals, you know, they're not full exotics in that sense. Like, when I say exotic, I mean like people looking like sharks or whatever, like dragons and, you know, all of that. That's crazy. That's crazy. And those exotics are very expensive, and from the mercenary standpoint, from V standpoint, you cannot afford it. It doesn't go that way. So you cannot be Adam Smasher in that sense. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like, this is not a game where you just go and buy apartments. It's not focusing on that. It's focusing more on those RPG aspects. And it's already putting you in the shoes of a mercenary. And of course, you have to pick, like, what mercenary are you going to be. But ultimately, you are a mercenary. Will I do a walkthrough of all 3 life paths? Yes. And the first stream that I'm going to do, a 24-hour stream, you will decide which life path I'm going to take. There's going to be a voting poll where you can just, you know, decide which life path I'm going to take for that. They said we'll see console gameplay performance soon. Honestly, I'm looking forward to it. You know, they have to show it before release, because I'm just interested to see, like, how different is it actually going to be. Like, what things did they have to take, what steps did they have to take to make that game run. But we've been hearing a lot of positive news about the engine. You can actually look at the video that I did, the news video about the engine. They have a lot of really smart, you know, technologies in that engine that they use, like loading stuff. Basically, all of the stuff which is close to you is loaded in high res. Everything that is, you know, far away from you, which is located, you know, buildings, whatever, people, they are loaded in lower texture, in basic models that, you know, people, like artists, prepare. So it basically saves up load time and, you know, memory balance and whatever, so that the game doesn't crash. And as you walk, those resolution scales and changes will change. So yeah, but that's why you need SSD, because if you have a hard drive, The problem can be if you're loading in high-res textures, like you're running the game on the highest settings. The problem then comes because your hard drive cannot load those things in, so you need an SSD, and that's why this is mandatory. Photo mode, I would love a photo mode, and I'm sure it's going to be included. I need a photo mode for my videos, so of course I need it. Do you think there will be mod support? I've been talking about mod support for ages now. I would love for Cyberpunk to have it because it's going to extend the lifetime of the game. It's going to keep a lot of people in the game more because they have new content. Because yes, you can pass this game 100 times, but you know, then you're going to say, oh, okay, I found everything there is to be found. But in the future, in the long run, and honestly, like, CDPR doesn't have to think about mods yet. The game is coming out, there is a lot of new content there, it's going to take a while for people to pass everything and to see everything and experience everything. And then, I don't know, I think after a year I would maybe release a mod, you know, support, because then you will have people putting up all of the amazing things, because let's face it, modders do amazing stuff. There is a lot of talented people among those groups, and look at Skyrim and how long Skyrim held out. Look at Stalker, how much Stalker actually held out due to the mods and due to the community. But yeah, 7 gigabytes is the base version of the game. No mod support at launch. I mean, I think you will still have some mods. That I don't know like how people do it, but I think you can do some mods without proper modding support. So we'll have to wait and see like what people can come up with. Yeah, a mod dev kit would definitely work. They never released one proper for The Witcher 3, and that's one of the, I don't know. God damn it, I wish they did. Do you think higher level NPCs could rob or shake down V? I'm sure those things are going to happen as random events. Now it's up to you what's going to happen. I mean, if you fail a mission, the game continues, but if you die, the game goes into loading screen. So it's game over. So you have to reload your latest save. Can you swim in the game? Yeah, you can swim in the game. True. Jamaica Gamer, hello my friend. New to the channel, would an i5-7700K be okay to run? Yeah, I mean, I think so, yeah. I mean, also GPU is very important. Can I knock people out and then see them waking up after a short time? I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, everything that I know, like, I know everything which is public. I don't have any secret info or whatever. You're a lot quieter than before? I don't think so. Like, I'm looking at the mic right now and it's already hitting like the levels, like crazy levels out there. I can extend my mic a bit more. I mean, I can't go too far. I don't know, we'll see. I think this is good because it's already peaking, so I don't want to have too much. Ozob, yeah. Hello there, my favorite Texan. Is there parkour in the game? I mean, is the PlayStation version going to be censored? Yeah, some things will be censored in Japan, I think. Can you play on easy if you want to get into the story? In The Witcher 3 they had just the story difficulty, so I think it's going to be the same thing with Cyberpunk. Yeah. The thing is, when people say that my voice is sometimes low, I have a level here, like it's metering how much, so I know sometimes when I'm not quiet. Oh, thank you, Jamaica Gamer. Thank you so much. So how many voice options are there? 2. I mean, 2 voice actors. It would be too much to redo everything in with more voices, especially on this scale. Use a compressor for your voice, it might help. I'm still setting up. I'm just going to see how well the mic performed after the stream, and then I'm going to actually like adjust the settings and put up all the necessary filters that I have to. Yeah, those scenes next are also in first person. That's gonna be fun. Yeah. Will the game be censored at all in America? I don't think. No, I don't think so. No, I think it's censored a bit. Some things in China, I believe, in Japan, and I don't know what else. Where is Dracula thing? I don't know. I think this new mic, I think, is making me sound less like a Dracula. What are you going to do to pass the time? Man, I'm playing WoW. You can pass the time in that game forever. Ozob equals Bozo, yeah. I mean, of course, some censorship will be in China for certain things, but I think they're also first when it comes to pre-orders, when it comes to countries, and when things are big in China, when your game is like trending on Steam in China, then you're making loads of money. That's the thing. What else did I didn't cover? Oh yeah, Marcin Mamot actually tweeted that he just finished watching the latest version of the Cyberpunk gameplay trailer that's currently in the works. I'm glad that we're getting a gameplay trailer, again a gameplay trailer, but I'm wondering like what things are they going to focus on. It could be just you know, the things that you're going to do with the HUD and everything. They might show the map, you know. Those gameplay trailers always show a bit more, but a lot of things that we had seen so far, like the trailers, are more explanatory trailers rather than being like full-fledged marketing trailers. I mean, yes, they are for marketing, but the primary purpose is still to bring this lore closer to the people. Dalton Nutella, thank you so much for $5. Yeah, Darth Vader is going to be in the game along with Yoda. Baby Yoda, though. Any idea what decides whether people refer to you as he, she? I don't know if it's voice or it's how you identify yourself. I have to go through the actual character creation screen to kind of know that, because we only saw an image and that's, yeah. Can you run the game on Intel graphics? Man, you're asking too much. We'll have to troubleshoot that to see. Now, yeah, so the new gameplay trailer is coming out soon. Of course, the marketing is popping off. Hello, Southern Locust, what's up? What's up? What's up? Now, we also have one thing. Now, this is the language breakdown for both physical and digital download of the game on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. So these are the text and VOs which are included, for example, in various versions. For example, Americas, so North and Latin America, voiceover is going to be English, Brazilian, Portuguese, and French. Text is English, Brazilian, Portuguese, Latin American, Spanish, French, Polish. Europe, Asia, Africa, Middle East, well, it includes a bunch of stuff, ain't gonna lie. This includes a lot of stuff. Damn, really? English, Russian, Polish? Okay, yeah. So this is when it comes now. Also, they say Europe, South Korea, Oceania. Okay. Japan is going to be English, Japanese, English, Japanese, and overall in the rest of the Asia, which is Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia, English and Chinese, and text is going to be English, traditional Chinese, simplified Chinese, and Thai. So those are the things. I have to move like this somehow. Yeah. Tell me when you went through all of this. So this is only for consoles. This is for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, PC. Just take whatever. Like every voiceover, every text. I actually tried out The Witcher 3 on Japanese, and it's really good. Let's see. Hello from France. Love your channel. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Can you romance any NPC in the streets or like the main story characters? Well, obviously not all of the NPCs are going to be romanceable, but a lot of will. Like not even just like depends. More important characters, I think you will be able to develop relationships with them, while you know, some random characters they're just going to be one-night stands. I mean, even in The Witcher 3, you actually you know, you had some characters, female characters that Geralt just went with and that's it, but you had like, let's say, Shani, you had Yennefer, you had Triss, where you had to develop actual relationships with them, you know. But yeah, I'm going to put this a little bit lower because I want, I want my face to be in the screen. Does it have any effect on PC player? No, these things are just for console. Yeah, Ozob, like, people really love Ozob, man. And I love Ozob as well. Like, seriously, as I said, the design of that character is one of the most unique characters I had seen in this game because of that grenade. It's surreal. It's amazing. Can you customize each individual eye? That would be interesting to be able to do that. I don't think, but I think you will be able to customize both. I mean, you can customize both at the same time. You can put up different parts of the eye in it, like to be in a shape of your of the, heart or whatever. So that's the thing. Yes, Nix. Yes, there are. Man. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm low energy today, actually, guys. I do apologize for that. I wasn't feeling the best because I'm just tired. Take a kiss on my nose. That's amazing. There's a novel about Ozob, really? Is that novel translated? Because if that novel is actually translated to English, I would love to read it and buy it. Like, if there is, just tell me. Is there helicopter? No. So every vehicle that's in the game besides AVs and boats you can drive, because that's not the point of the game, for you to go into AV or a boat to, do something around. You will in missions, but in free play, in free roam, no. You can only get the vehicles that were shown. Did you see my super chat? Man, I do apologize. Like, this YouTube is just terrible. Like, when it comes to super chat, it doesn't tell me. Oh yes, thank you so much for your donation. Can you explain how can play on easy? Well, you play, man. Like, the enemies will have less health. You will be able to kill them faster. So the game focuses more on story rather than difficulty in fighting. I think for now it has not been translated. Yes, that's shame. That's a shame. What about the girl with the weird legs? I think those are blades. Actually, those things that this girl was in the trailer, like those ballerina thingies, like this ballerina stance, those are blades. This ain't no GTA. Absolutely, yes. Yeah, honestly, like, I'm so sorry. Like, the thing is, when I'm stream, I have this YouTube studio thing, which I have to use, which is showing me the chat and the preview. And then in the other tab, I have actually the tab you have opened, because it's easier, because whenever someone does a super chat or donation, I don't see it. I don't see it. Because the chat doesn't want to load in on the other one, yeah. Remember switching to just story from that much? Ninja ballerina. Will there be an Arabic language? I don't know if they're going to do that. Yeah. Unfortunately, the novel is not translated to English, but as a Brazilian, I can say it's one of the best cyberpunk stories ever written. Now, come on, you gotta have that stuff translated, please. Get someone, it's going to sell like hotcakes, especially now that Ozob is in the game. Please tell whoever owns the rights to it, like, translate it and put it out. Digital and physical. I would buy it. I would immediately buy that, honestly. Like, it's going to sell, you know that, it's going to sell. So hopefully the person who owns the rights for it does it. We'll see. Yeah. Let me see. Cyberpunk will not be in VR. Sadly, no. Not right now. They don't have any plans for it. If there are any plans in the future, they will tell us. It would be cool though. It would be an ultimate experience. And as VR is becoming more and more popular, and not just popular, it's already popular, but affordable, then you're going to see more things coming out in VR. Because, for example, Half-Life Alyx, it's a really good VR game, let's face it. It's an amazing VR game. It set the boundaries, it set the new level of what a VR game is supposed to be like. To be honest, I'd rather buy Cyberpunk as a physical version, yeah. I mean, I do have the collector's edition coming up once the game comes out. But the problem is here, I wasn't able to buy normal physical edition, so I had to go for a collector's edition because we buy a lot of games digitally because again we don't have a lot of those physical things. I just buy physical games for PlayStation. That's about it. Will there be a side job? So when it comes to things in the game, you're going to have the main story, side quests, activities, etc, etc. So those activities might be, there is a gang violence in the area, there is a target that you have to assassinate, because fixers are going to reach out to you, they will offer you stuff and you can say yes or no. You don't have to say yes to a job. But they're going to say, look, there is this thing coming up, you want to go in on it, and you say yes, boom, that's a side activity. So yes, of course, those things are going to be. Yeah. I honestly, I don't buy collector's editions a lot, ever. So I just, I got it for Cyberpunk because it's Cyberpunk. J-Man, thank you so much for $2. Have I read Neuromancer? Yes, I did actually read Neuromancer. It was a while ago. I love the book. I don't want to spoil it for people. Neuromancer is not just creme de la creme when it comes to the cyberpunk novels and the genre. It set a precedent for a lot of things on how the universe actually looks like and the idea and core, feeling behind that universe. Honestly, now that you reminded me, I have to actually go through the book again, remind myself a bit more. So yeah, I will do that. I think I have it somewhere, the physical version. I was lucky to get it on a fair once, even before all of this cyberpunk stuff. Hello, Elkim from Portugal. What's your feeling about Jackie's possible death? How probable do you think it's going to be? There has been a lot of discussion around is Jackie dying or not. Both arguments are fine. From one argument we have that, if you do the mission badly, he dies. And on the other, if you do the mission well, he is going to be fine. And we also got that trailer. So, and the other side, you have people saying like, Jackie is going to die because that's a great catalyst for the story. He's your friend, blah, blah, blah. It moves the story forward. And I don't know, like from one side, I'm thinking like, okay, Jackie was somewhat the first, companion that we found out about. He is dear to many people. And now to just kill him off like that very early doesn't make sense from that perspective. But from other perspective, as a catalyst for the story, killing him off would be, it would raise new questions. Who killed him then? So what happens with Dex after that? What happens with Johnny? Does he go to the junkyard? Do you find him because in the new trailer Johnny appears to us in a room? So what happens with Dex? What happens to T-Bug? Is she dead? A lot of things. That would be cliche to make him die. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's just there has been so much emphasis on Jackie, but CDPR and the devs did also say that they are going to make us cry and smile in the game. So, they might be just toying with the emotions. Honestly, right now, without the game, we cannot know 100%. But oh boy, they have been teasing that a lot in the latest trailer. Whenever there is Jackie on the screen, narrator either says dead or a grave or in the ground. So, come on. And from the editing perspective, I would do that. I would tease it like that. I don't know. I doubt it's random, because I doubt an editor working on these trailers would do something random. People who work there are not, they trust me, it's not random. The music, the choice of music and everything, come on. That was a tease. What do you think will be the limits of what the Netrunner can do in this game? Like once you're in the net, can you bypass the black wall? Or black wall will be our limit? Oh yeah, you're supposed to go beyond the black wall. The black wall was created by Netwatch to stop the spread of the rabbits virus. Because the net was, during the Fourth Corporate War was filled with viruses and attacks and everything. And to stop the net from destroying everything, to also lock off the AIs, to protect them, they just created a black wall because they couldn't save the net. It was impossible to do it. Benji, what's up, my man? What's up? I'm wondering what the cinematic trailer for the release date would be about. I don't know. Let's see. Do you think there will be gang raids, outposts, and possibly get some cars? I don't know. Those raids sound like, you know, drive-bys and all of that. We had seen that when we're driving with Padre, the 6th Street actually pulls really close to us as we're driving and they pull out the gun. So you might have those moments. But actually attacking the compound and all of that with other gang members, we cannot know that until we play the game. Because I cannot say no, because, you know, it might be in the game. But don't expect, you know, going stronghold after stronghold after stronghold, liberating that stuff. That's not going to be the case. Yeah. Who is Ozob? This is Ozob, my friend. This is Ozob right here. Ozob is actually a character which has included in Cyberpunk 2077. It's a very old character created by, let me go back to, I always forget the name. Sorry. Devi, I don't know, Pazos. Asgal. Did I pronounce that right? Asgal? Oh my god. Bill Balhorn. The brace on Royce's Maelstrom arm, cyberware or... the brace? On his arm? I think so, yeah. I think so, man. And thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much. I think so. Like, honestly, Maelstrom are just filled with cyberware. That's their goal. To exceed the limitations of what a body can take. You know, so probably yes. Also, the gun he has is actually a legendary, unique weapon that only he has. So if you get him, it's yours. But if you don't, you don't. Uther, thank you much for $5. Like you said in your video, whoever killed Jackie would get destroyed, or maybe make a V might make Night City burn. I mean, yeah, that's a good catalyst for the story, let's face it. And you know what's funny? Because when someone donates $1, it doesn't show here, and I wish it did. Because YouTube is like, oh, whoever donates most gets to stay up here the longest, which is stupid. But I'm thankful for your donations. But YouTube, please let me see every single donation. Jonathan Quote, thank you so much for $5. I'll be joining Netwatch after being betrayed by the Voodoo Boys. Cyberpunk is optimized. They're aiming for it. Yeah, true. As Southern says, you can swim, but there isn't going to be, you know, a lot of things. Is the chat still on, by the way? Is the chat still on? I swear this YouTube is falling apart. I swear, YouTube is falling apart. It's telling me 0 concurrent viewers. 0. What the? Question, if I start as a corp and I make certain decisions, could I cross into nomad quest lines or something? No. As a corpo, you don't really know much about how nomads live. As a street kid, you don't know about the nomad life or the corpo life. So basically, throughout the missions, you will have different options depending on your life path. So let's say the All Foods Factory mission. So if you're a corpo, the chip that Meredith gives you, as a corpo, you will know that something is wrong with that. As a nomad, you're going to know how they managed to get the shipment from somewhat or whatever, how they managed to steal the bot. As a street kid, you know the streets, you know how Maelstrom functions, you can talk to them in a certain way, you know, you speak the same language in a sense. And plus you know what you're taking the hit off, because Dum Dum does give you something to take a hit from. And as a street kid, you're going to be mostly prepped for that. Yeah. 700 viewers, thank you so much. I wouldn't know, YouTube is not telling me. Yeah, everyone Google Ozob is amazing, like seriously. I really wish that the book, or well, the novel that there is actually translated to English. I would immediately buy it. Immediately, so yeah. No, I don't have a cameo in the game. The thing is, I mean, you know, Alana and Jesse and all of those people have a really long history with CDPR. I mean, I also did the Witcher videos, but I wasn't big at that time. Like, it's basically when I started doing Cyberpunk stuff, is that I kind of got to know the company in a sense of just, you know, interacting with devs and all of that. But no, I'm not in the game. Spartan Go 17, thank you so much for your donation. I'm writing a story mixing Blade Runner 2049 with the Matrix and the Grime. Feeling and tone of the movie 7. Thoughts on this pitch? Actually, it sounds great because 7 itself is somewhat of a noir. It has horror elements as well, crime. And then when you combine Matrix with it and Blade Runner, yeah, why not? True. I don't know, Matrix, depends how far would you go with Matrix, because keeping things down to earth would also be good. If it has that 7 feeling to it, that eerie feeling to it. But yeah, mixing also Matrix might work. But Matrix is very specific, so whenever someone does a thing that's in the Matrix, like let's say he stops the bullets, like, you know, it's like, yeah, it's Matrix thing, you know? But yeah. I'm from Bosnia. Propaganda. Imagine I came in a side quest. What do you think my quest would be? I don't know, man. I don't know. You would have to figure out where I'm from. You would have to find the origin of the AI. It will be translated for sure. I hope so. I really hope so. How big do you think the day 1 patch will be? I don't think it's going to be too big because look at like this. The entire game is what, 70 gigs. So if they manage to fit all of that into 70 gigs, then some minor things or whatever they do, it might be, I don't know, 2 to 5 gigs? 2 to 5 to 6 gigs maybe, max. Maybe even less, maybe 2 gigs. Like, it's really difficult to know because compression is different. Like, if you say Call of Duty, small patch, 75 gigs, 200 gigs. But yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. But actually they managed to compress the game really well, so that's fun. Ozob's creator will make his voice in the Portuguese version of the game. Is he also making the English version, or is that done by someone else? Because that would be cool. No. 1060 is less than minimum. I mean, 1060, yeah, you can run the game really well with 1060. Yeah, 1060, yeah. I was running 1060 before I got 1070, and I was able to play majority of games well. I mean, not to the fullest, but, you know, most of the games, they can run on high. Spartan Go 17, thank you for your donation. It will be very grounded, no wacky powers. That's cool. That's cool, I like that. I actually like that idea, my friend. Looking forward, when you finish it, to read it. I have 9 builds planned. 3 for each life pad, that's cool. That's cool. I wish there was a way. I really wish that they released the character creation screen, and then you can set up certain things, and then you're ready for when the game comes out. That would be really cool to have. Just the character creation. But I understand why not. Will we be able to max out all perks? Well, things that you do, like weapons you use, you can pick up another weapon. There is going to be a visual change. So for example, when you pick up a rifle, if you never held a rifle before, the V is going to be flimsy with it. But as you use the rifle more and more and more and more, you get more points, you get more experience with that, and then you get, well, reload speed is faster, better recoil, whatever, as you use that weapon more and more. But I don't know about the rest. I'm sure there is going to be a certain limit depending on the level. So you cannot really create, you cannot be everything. You can choose, but not at the same time. So that's the thing. But you can always respec the points and create something else. It has a fluid and dynamic class system, so you can take bits and points from wherever to fit your character. You don't have to go full solo or full techie or full netrunner. And I like that. I really like that they went with that rather than saying specific classes. You're a mercenary, and what matters most is your life path, more than anything else. Of course, skills matter. Of course they do, but they're not specific as life paths. Life paths are specific. Skill tree, take whatever, make whatever character you want that fits you. I do have that video actually. I'll watch it after this. I just came to that video before this to get some of the snippets because I was late. I'll actually go through that video after this, yeah. Can you dual wield stuff? No. No. Is there a level cap? I think there is going to be a level cap. I don't know, 50? Was it? Did we get, I think we got a screenshot of a level 50 V. I think so. Do I get to run on walls? No. You can, actually there are going to be two movement options that Miles talked about that we know about. It's double jump and charge jump, so 2 types of jumps. Will snow be available in the city? Man, 2077, the entire world is changed. Like, that's the thing. 2077 is what would happen if we continue to go the path of destroying the nature, of, you know, just the corporations taking everything into their hands, everything to the extreme. That's the future. So yeah, that whole thing with global warming and all of that, they're past that. They're already screwed. Is there rocket launchers? You can put it in your hand. You have a launcher in your hand. Are there animals in Cyberpunk 2077? Well, from the lore perspective, you know, there were some chickens now and there in Cyberpunk 2020, in Cyberpunk in Red Jumpstart Kit, I believe chickens are mentioned or something like that, but you don't have too many animals. You have cats in the game that you can pet. I don't think anyone talked about dogs, but you don't really have that many animals. Keep in mind, every animal which was out in the nature, birds, whatever, there is no biomes anymore that can sustain their life. So of course, no, there isn't going to be. An arm launcher, yeah, you do have it. What different types of weather do we know of? Yeah, we have different types of weather, like in the game, like sunny, cloudy, I guess what they had shown, rain, they showed acid rain, they showed fog, they showed, I don't know if they showed thunderstorm, but yeah, that's the thing. But acid rain and all of that, yes, that's going to be in the game. Yeah, in wilderness, there is really not that much wilderness. There is only the Badlands, the dust, and the desert. Beard growth with time? Who knows? No snow? No snow. I don't think they're going to put a snow. Ooh. I don't know how many endings they have in Cyberpunk, because they've said a lot. And that's the thing with this game, because like every single experience is going to be somewhat different, because you're going to be making different decisions in the game. So that, you know, it's like that. So who knows? I'm sure like there is going to be the bigger ones, might, I don't know how many, but there's probably going to be a lot of those small little changes. Summit? How are you, bro? I'm great, my friend. I'm a bit tired, but I'm great. Oza Bozos confirmed, right? No, it doesn't mean Bozos are confirmed, but I would love to have Bozos in the game, because they would be so cool. They would be so cool. But it's a fun thing. It's a fun thing to have Ozab in the game. Like, oh, it's so like, it's wordplay and everything. Like, they have been teasing a lot. A nuclear winter, maybe? Yes, absolutely, those things could happen. So that form of winter, absolutely. Absolutely. Can you buy a tank? I don't think so. I don't think Militech and the rest would allow you. I don't think that we are going to see the smaller gangs in that sense. They have to limit themselves to certain things. There is always room for more, of course, in the form of expansions, whatever. But I think, you know, the gangs that were mentioned are there. I think most of the squish mobs are going to be scavengers. They look like NPCs that are going to be found everywhere, and you can just go and shoot without having any special consequences. I mean, yeah, when you do raid scavengers and you save Sandra Dorset, you do get attacked after you leave Victor Vector, the Ripper Dog. So yeah. I seen a Militech truck with Arasaka logos. The thing is, maybe it's just the manufacturer is the same. What's the name of that manufacturer? God damn it, I forgot now. Kaukaz. So Kaukaz can make stuff for everyone. You know. Some vehicles look like baby tanks. Yeah, true. Can I be a host in one of the night city shows? I don't think I would do well. I don't know. I don't think I would do well. I mean, there are tanks in the game. They are used by Militech, Arasaka, U.S. government, everyone. You know, it's still a world which has tanks, but you don't really see those tanks too much on the streets and all of that. Are there gas stations? Yeah, we saw a couple. I don't know if we're gonna be able to take Chu-2 from them, because that's the fuel of the future, Chu-2, or CHOOH2. It's not the usual fuel. I think it's made from modified yeast, if I'm not wrong. But yeah. Meredith Stout looks like would help you burn Night City. I think she would let you burn Night City if she has benefit from that. I don't know if we can go into servers. Sewers. I don't know. Is this available in India? I mean, the game? Yeah. It's funny seeing enemy corporate using their vehicle. Do you think we're gonna be able to pilot mechs? You mean ACPA? Assisted Personal Combat Armor? Yeah. No. I don't think so. I don't think so. CHOO2 or something like that. Chu-2. It might have an H hydrogen in the end as well. So just Google it. I'll Google it myself. I can't type with two arms because I'll hit the microphone. Yeah, it's CHOOH2 correctly. Yeah. There is that hydrogen thing, whatever. I'm not good with chemistry. Can we become power dealers, celeb status? I don't know to what point. Like, that's the thing, you still maintain a mercenary role, but you are going to become a legend of the city. Well, that's the thing, that's, I guess, the ultimate goal that you have in the game. But yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to get those ACPAs. We've seen Royce use them during that boss fight. That was an ACPA, but I don't know. It would be like a power armor in a sense. There might be a mission where we use that. I'm sure there might be some ways to play around with it, but it's not something you can just go and I think can just go around the city. I think you can watch a lot of things in Cyberpunk through Braindance, my friend. You reckon you turn into Johnny in the end? No. No. This is not some polymorphous to the memory thing. No. I don't think that will be too. Well, there is no fame system in that sense. You get street cred as you do jobs. You get that kind of a fame. Can't we marry? Maybe some light exoskeleton as exoskeleton. I mean, of course they might give us some options for our character. I would love it. Like, I'm not against it. That's the thing. I'm not against it. I would most certainly love it. Can I go on the internet? You can join the CityNet. After the Fourth Corporate War, the net that you know about is gone. So the net that they have now actually is just a local CityNet. That you have. I don't know what's the overall range of that in 2077, but you cannot connect to Japan or somewhere else because the global net in that sense has been blocked and closed. Can we change vlooks mid-game? Yes. You don't have to worry about customization. Like, if you want to change your character in the game, it's completely fine with the lore, it's completely fine with the universe. Yeah, so you can. Do you think we can trust Jackie? I think, yeah. I don't think Jackie would be a double agent or something. I don't know. I don't know. From the story perspective, nah, I think we can trust him. Are we going to have another Night City Wire? Yes, we are going to have another Night City Wire. I don't know when is it coming out. I think in 2 weeks. Let me look at the calendar a bit. We might see it in 2 weeks, actually. We might. Hail from Brazil. I love your job. Congrats. Hey to Brazil. Especially now with Ozab, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love. Glad you all like it. Glad you all like the content. Will they show all the expansions and DLCs before launch? I'm not sure about DLCs, but expansions, yes. They will talk about what expansions we can expect before the game comes out. So it might happen on the next Night City Wire. I cannot confirm it because I don't know. But of course, it is like expansions. I mean, the names of those expansions is coming before the game comes out. Can you mod cards, change colors? I don't think so. I don't think so. Bokila, thank you so much. Is that Serbian dinar? If yes, hvala. Hvala ti puno. Cheers from Brazil. A lot of people, damn. Yeah, we have 0 people currently watching. That's what YouTube is telling me. Do ambulance come if I beat up a poor person? No. Trauma Team is only exclusive for the people who can afford them. And when you say, what about the rest? Trauma Team is a private company. Well, there is nothing else. There is no government in Night City. There is a city council, but they're not a part of United States. It's like, if you have money in Night City, you're good. If you don't have money in Night City, you're screwed, my friend. You're screwed. How will devs prevent smart weapons from being too OP? I don't know. I would maybe some enemies, like, they repel those bullets somehow with something. Maybe they have a lot of armor. And also enemies can use smart rifles as well. It's not only you that can use them. So that's the thing. I talked about Jackie. We don't know what's the actual thing. We have assumptions and both sides have a really good argument, but until the game comes out, we don't know. What car do I want the most? What was that? Rayfield. That one that looks like a Bugatti. I forgot the name. Let me see. God damn it. I always forget those names, especially when I go live. Cyberpunk. I'm going to actually pull up that car right now. It's Rayfield Caliburn. I'm going to pull it up right now. Image. Let me just give me a sec. I'm a professional streamer, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know. Like, what am I doing here with this? Okay, nice. All right, let me just. Whoop. This is. Whoop. That was a wrong thing. That was a wrong thing. This is bad. Okay. Rayfield Caliburn. This is my most favorite vehicle in the game. There we go. That's nice. That's nice. Nice. All right. Can I DDoS some NPs in the game? Well, you can actually hack people. So you can jam the rifle, screw up one of their cybernetics, like make them explode. So yes, you will be able to hack people, and people can hack you. So there is always those two things. Ozub 2077. Rayfield Caliburn, this is a beautiful thing. Kalenko again, thank you so much for 20 euros, my friend. Hey bro, hope you're doing well. I'm doing great, my friend. I'm doing great. I was a bit tired, but I don't know, now that I'm streaming, I don't know, I think I got my energy back a bit. I had workers yesterday, but yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kalenko. Like, Kalenko is insane, man. Every time. 20 euros. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Like, seriously, I don't know what to say. You don't have to do it. Like, thank you. I'm humbled. It's too much. Thank you. Can we rob celebrities' houses? I mean, why not? I don't know if we can get... that would make sense. That would make sense. Maybe. Name of the swords from the lake. Swords from the Lake Legends. Yeah. I think someone said that Erudite and Caliburn are all named after the Knights of the Round Table, and their swords, I mean. So I don't know, I cannot confirm that. Maybe someone knows. Daniel, thank you so much for your donation. Brazil is one of the most cyberpunk countries in the world. High tech, low life. Literally, come visit us. But Brazil, and honestly, it's definitely on the list. The problem is Brazil is too far away from my country. It's very difficult to get there from here. But if I find a way, I'll definitely go visit Brazil. I know it's a crazy, like, it's a crazy city, like insane of the amount of things you have, different things about favelas, and then the city side, like, insane. But definitely, yes. Donate gang. I'm sorry that sometimes this just gets screwed up. Did I miss any super chats? I don't know. Come to Portugal, man. I would love to travel. The problem is 2020 is so bad. I would be traveling right now, honestly, if it wasn't for this. Like, I would be going somewhere for at least 2 to 3 days to rest up. Can we hang out with other characters? I think, yeah. I think they would add those things. What about Israel? It's all of those things are, countries that I want to visit and all over the world. But the problem is they're all so expensive. Especially from where I live in Bosnia. Even though if I'm in the middle of Europe, I still have to go to Austria to have proper lines to go somewhere. But yeah. Who's a special guest in the podcast? I mean, I cannot reveal it yet. It's a returning guest. It's not a dev from CDPR. I don't want to have some clickbait thing. No, it's someone else. So it's a very, very good friend of the channel. It is someone from a different company, but yeah. I'm going to reveal it. Yep, we probably know who it is. But yeah. It's not CDPR people. No, like, of course I would announce it. I'm not going to clickbait and all of that. But I cannot say because I want to confirm it first. You mentioned something about the Crystal Palace or something like that. Crystal Palace is a space station outside of, in the cruising around Earth. And Crystal Palace is one of the most popular places because number one, it's huge. It has various things in it that make it stand out. Overall, rich like to travel there, to chill, to relax. On it, like, air travel is normalized, and you'll have rockets going off and on and landing back a lot. But overall, Crystal Palace itself is not going to be in the main game. I doubt it. I doubt that Crystal Palace is going to be in the base game because it's too huge and it could only work in an expansion. It's not Mike Pondsmith. Mike Pondsmith was, honestly, Mike Pondsmith was on MadQueen's channel. That was an amazing interview. If you haven't watched it, go to MadQueen's channel, What's With My Voice Today, and watch that live interview. Cheyenne, you're getting closer. will be in the game. Cybertruck will be Lizzie Wizzy's ride. That would make sense if Cybertruck was Lizzie Wizzy's ride. Yeah, that's smart. About the rest, I doubt it. I think, like, judging from, like, there is gonna be Arc motorcycle, which is not real. It's based off one of the models that they have, but the company itself, I guess, is same as Porsche. So yeah, Porsche, I think, is gonna be the only real life vehicle, because keep in mind, they also have to record the audio for those things, and you saw how much attention they put on just 9/11. How many houses? One apartment, basically. But yeah. Do you think it's possible to go with full melee samurai with the katana until the end of the game? Yeah, you can. Well, you probably have to install some armor on yourself, maybe go stealth, but yeah, the game is not going to force you to go from melee onto ranged just because it's, you know. How to get LastKnownMeal to 100k. Can we have multiple romances at the same time? Yeah. But if someone learns about that, there may be consequences, because this game is all about consequences. Again, for Jackie, we don't know if he's going to die or if it's just an outcome. We don't know. What's the girl with the blue hair name? You mean the girl in the latest trailer, one sitting in that room in the corpo? I don't know who that is. I believe that's the same one from the Style and Substance poster. Is it possible to change your house? No. There's one thing about Brazil. We speak Portuguese, no Spanish, and know people from outside Brazil who think we speak Spanish. Yeah, of course. Is there revealing outfits? Did you see the mocks? Of course there are. I think she was with Judy. You mean, oh my god, what's her name? I need to find it right now. I'm so tired. I'm trying to remember her name without looking at, because I always forget. I'm not gonna look. Evelyn Parker, Jesus. Evelyn Parker, yeah. I don't know if you can romance her, it would be cool. But, you know, she's one of the most prominent characters in the game. And she has been everywhere. Like, there is one shot with the Voodoo Boys, and we are in the BBS, and there is Evelyn. So I think Evelyn is bigger than we initially think. I think Evelyn is very deep into something. Honestly, that's just my hunch. I thought I heard somewhere that you can buy other apartments. You heard wrong. Can V's partner cheat on him? I don't know if they will include that, but they did say that characters will react differently to you. They might say something which is not true. They might try to deceive you. So those things, of course, could be an option. Do you think enemies can hack us and force us to kill ourselves since we can? Yeah. We saw, like, when we what's wrong with my voice today? We saw when V is fighting Sasquatch that Netwatch is actually trying to hack us, and Placide was protecting us from that. He was trying to remove the hack itself. What about rumored skateboards? I don't think I have heard that rumor. She was with Yorinobu or special. Will Cyberpunk be available for pre-download before launch? I think, yeah. How about Mr. Takemura? How deep do you think he goes? He goes really deep, yeah. Have I talked about Ozab yet? Yes, I talked about Ozab. Here is the image one more time because it's a cool character. Come on. Tough morning. This is Ozab. Enrique Pastor, we will have some metal music. Cheers from Spain. Thank you so much for your donation. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, because people associate synthwave only with cyberpunk. It's not that. It's not that. Belenos, there is going to be everything of that, my friend. It's an 18 plus game, so everything you can think of. I mean, it's not going to show everything, but most of the stuff, yeah. Yeah. Softcore in a sense, if you want to call it like that. Of course, it cannot go too far because of censorship and, you know. So no pre-download? I know. There might be. I think they did that for The Witcher, so it would make sense. Who is that? This is Ozab. This is a character created by Asgal, who is a Brazilian blog owner, co-founder of the Brazilian blog Jovem Nerd in the 90s. So this is a very old character, and this character is extremely beloved in Brazil, and I see why. It's a really cool character. Do you think if we install no cybernetics up the eye, can we get hacked? Yeah. Your eye. Do you think we can start gang fights if we bring them together? I don't know how they will react, because some gangs are at war with each other, like Tiger Claws are at constant war with the Mox. So I think, yeah. I don't know what's going on with the review codes. I don't have insight into that. I don't work for CDPR. I don't know. Is the grenade on Ozob's nose functional? You have to find out, my friend. You have to kiss it. Will Cyberpunk have cheat codes? I'm sure it will. I don't think it will have internal cheat codes, but I'm sure someone's gonna. Ooh, Yorinobu is going to be a difficult romance option, my friend. Ooh. Will there be stealth kill? Yes, both lethal and non-lethal. You can finish the game without killing anyone, but you're gonna have to break a nose or two. You know. So yes, you can assassinate people in that sense. Any advantages for buying in pre-order? I don't think so. Did they? There's also a comic if you buy it on GOG that you get. I don't know if you get that comic anywhere else. There is an exclusive comic, I believe, for GOG, if I'm not wrong. But any special things, no. If Ozov headbutts you, your both heads explode. Can you rob people in Cyberpunk? I don't know. It would be cool if we did. CDPR supports modders, so in time mods and cheats will exist. Yeah, I'm sure of it. What about romancing Saburo? Oof. I don't think so. I don't think anyone can get close to Saburo, man. Yeah. Yes, you can see Yorinobu have ring-a-ding. Yeah, I cannot say it because YouTube will just put me behind the black wall. CDPR said they want everybody to have the same experience, so no pre-order exclusive stuff. What was that thing with GOG comic, which is the latest one? Didn't they say that? I mean, I don't think it's going to be like pre-order bonus, but I think it's specifically exclusive to GOG. Yeah, I hope as well, mass win, massive. I also hope that Cyberpunk multiplayer is going to continue on for years, depending what it is. Map size, huge, but not too huge. Can I bribe cops in Cyberpunk? It would make sense. Yeah, it would make sense, but I don't know. Hey, Bernardo, thank you so much. I am going to do a walkthrough. There is going to be a 24-hour stream at launch. What's going to be my first player build? I will go for a Street Kid. So that's private that I'm going to play as. And videos, record videos off of that. It's going to be a street kid solo character in a sense, but stealthy. Like, I don't want to go raise hell in the first one. Will there be animals in the Badlands? You might have a few. The animals are not centralized in a sense because animals don't really act like a gang, like a normal gang. When animals have a job to do, like a really special job, they band together and they select an ad hoc leader, which in this case was Sasquatch. So she is not a leader, for years. A Sasquatch is a leader until the job is done, and then they all go, their way. But the strongest one is kind of the leader. So they might be in the Badlands, maybe a couple, but I wouldn't expect a huge presence of animals there. I would expect it more in the respectable area, which is Pacifica. What's gonna be my style? At first I wanted neo-militarism, but then I saw neo-kitsch, and neo-kitsch looks the best, honestly, for me. To be fair, who's going to watch your stream if they pre-ordered? The people who haven't pre-ordered and people who haven't bought the game yet. It's that simple. People who want to watch. And people who don't want to watch, they'll play the game. I don't think you mean the animal gangs. Well, I explained the animals now, but you don't expect too many animals in the Badlands. As I said, the biome is not working. Did you ever play the tabletop once or twice? I heard about tabletop before this, but the problem is Bosnia, and at that time I wasn't really going online to play tabletop RPGs, so I had a chance to play it a bit, but not too much. MadQueen is the one who played it the most, I think, out of us. I think Obsidian as well, I'm not sure, but MadQueen 100%. She played for years and years before this. She's a huge fan of the tabletop. I want to watch, but I also don't want to get spoiled. That's the thing. If you don't want to be spoiled, like, I wouldn't advise to watch it. Like, yeah, I don't know, because I'm thinking like what to do on that first stream, because I think for the first 5 to 6 hours, I'm just going to go and explore. I'm not going to go too far into spoilers, because I don't want to immediately go rush the story, It's a 24-hour stream. We need to play the game for longer. So I'm not going to go too high into spoilers straight away. I'll play the game, but I won't be pushing myself. Whenever I can go and free roam around the city, that's the first thing I'm going to do, I think, on the stream. To just kind of showcase the game without any spoilers. But yeah. I know you're not going to get spoilers on the thumbnail, and you won't get it on the titles. Don't worry about that. Can you enter any place in the game? I don't know if it's any place, but most places, yes. Well, of course there are going to be spoilers, because if someone goes the same route as I do, like randomly, or they go similar, they might see the spoiler in that sense. So I understand, like, of course I hate spoilers as well. I wouldn't want someone to spoil something to me. So that's why I say, but at least when I'm streaming, like, there might be spoilers there. Of course, I'm going to be playing through the game, but nothing on the thumbnail and nothing on the title of the video, so don't worry about that. I don't like putting those things, like... which life path first is going to be Street Kid, then it's going to be a Nomad, then a Corpo. Those are the life paths. The first 3, I guess. Then from there, we'll see. 3 hours of stream will be in character creation alone. If there is a way in the character creation to hide the ding dong and everything else, then yes. If it's not, then I won't be able to stream character creation because YouTube. I mean, if I can censor that, then absolutely yes. But I think CDPR did say that, yeah. When will the review embargo lift? Who knows? I live in Bosnia, my friend. Big hype for Ozab. My god. Ozab is huge over there. I'm struggling between Street Kid and Nomad. Well, man, you can just take both. Play That's great, I guess, because at least, like, if you have time for 3 times to pass the game, at least for those 3 life paths, like, your experience will be different. And then, if on top of that, if you want to add more playthroughs, now keep in mind, not everyone plays the game 10 times or 20 times. Like, they might go through every life path once and that's it. But of course, the replayability value of this game is higher because you create your own character. You shape your Cyberpunk story in that sense. Yeah. Just add a black bar. That's the problem. What happens if you... I don't know. Like, we'll see how it's going to happen. Like, sometimes, like... Just yesterday, one of my older videos was... blocked due to me writing something in the title which wasn't even remotely connected to the video. I mean, it wasn't explicit in that sense. I mean, it was connected to the video. It was a funny spin on the title of the video, and then YouTube was like, no. Hey Axios, I'm great. I'm gonna be also ending the stream soon, in about 10-15 minutes. I have to go work on a lore video because tomorrow we have a lore video, ladies and gents. Yeah. Getting incredibly lucky with my questions. Sorry, like, if I miss some questions, I do apologize in advance because it's really hard to read because this YouTube preview is just bad. I'll just say it immediately, it's really bad. Is there a static armor? Well, technically every single piece of equipment, if you think that, like, if you get a cool jacket, let's say, and you really like that jacket, you don't want to change it to something else because this other item has higher armor stat or whatever. You're gonna be able to upgrade that piece of jacket to the, I guess, I don't know if you can, desired armor, or even improve it more so you don't have to actually change it because style comes first. You just reminded me that I have a lot of work to do. I don't know. I'll keep working on the lore today and tomorrow so I can get it out. Can we be a eunuch in Cyberpunk? I don't know. Maybe. Where should I start getting into the lore? Well, you have... okay, so you can go to my channel, go to playlist, go to lore, and start watching from there. Once you're covered with that, MadQueen did a bunch of lore videos for you to check out. So you can check out her if you want, or you can also have Neon. You have a bunch of, like, yeah, those. MadQueen is also great for the lore. If you want, like, that's the thing, when I make lore videos, I don't go too far into details, but I still try to keep... If you want really detailed lore, MadQueen also does amazing lore videos. Yeah. But I also have a playlist you can check out. I'm trying to fill that playlist up with lore videos. Obviously, once the game comes out, I will post more lore videos because, well, I will have gameplay footage and I'll be able to do it. So then I will do all of the lore videos for Johnny Silverhand, Adam Smasher, with footage and a bunch of stuff. Can I vote in Cyberpunk? Technically, there is currently in Cyberpunk 2077 in the game, there is a mayor's election. We saw that with those ads. Let me just go to nightcity.love. If you don't know what nightcity.love is, a great website. It's from CDPR actually, where it tells you just different lore pieces about Night City itself. And there is Walden Holt and Perales who are fighting against each other on the mayor position of Night City. Current mayor of Night City is Lucius Rain, whatever, and he's also a candidate for the mayor's election. So Perales, Walden Holt, and Lucius Rain. That's the yeah. Have I played the game? No, I didn't. In Rides of the Dark Future, didn't show cars? No. The thing is, they showed variations of some cars, but of course they're not going to show you all the vehicles. Why can I put this picture in picture while paying? I don't know. Tidiest Piano, how am I on this fine day? I'm great. I'm gonna be eating after this, then I'm gonna be jumping into lore, gonna be recording those things, getting ready, everything. Yeah. How are you doing? Who will be the main villains of the story? Like, if you go from the lore perspective, technically corporations are villains in the lore. The more specific one would be Arasaka, and then more specific would be Saburo Arasaka, but I still think that there is an entity behind all of that which is strong, you know, because there is also Knight Corp, a corporation founded by the wife of Richard Knight, who was the original founder of Coronado Bay, which later became Night City. So yeah. I don't know. I think Night Corp might be something crazy. Alirez, I love it too, man. I love you too. Will Cyberpunk have Witcher references? I absolutely think, yeah. Where am I from? I'm from Bosnia, my friend. Can you fly the flying vehicles in third person? No, you cannot actually fly flying vehicles at all. During that gameplay scene when the Corpo V is landing on that building, that's not you driving, that's just the AV controlling itself. What's the thing I'm most excited in the game? A level design, the city. I'm a sucker for amazing like level designs, and the one thing that I will do, the first thing, is just take in the city. So I think the most favorite thing in the game is definitely the city itself. Just the vibe of the city is everything. So yeah, that's it. I mean, it's difficult to pick which part is your favorite, but if I had to choose one, I would say the level design, because I want to go up on the hill and look at Night City. That's immersion for me. That's cool. Like that's the thing that makes me great. You know. Is it true that there is a moon mission? If there is one, we don't know about it. Milfgard, yes, Milfgard is actually a magazine in Cyberpunk. Can you get a job in Cyberpunk as a mercenary? Yes. Nothing legal. Do we think now regarding the Corpo, regarding Corpo playthrough, I'm still wondering like how high can we get on the hierarchy, what happens in the end, like how big V does become. But I still think in some forms you will still be that mercenary guy. I don't know like what happens at the end of the Corpo build, but I would love for it to have some impact. But we had seen, like during the last trailer, we did see some rooms like where corporates are in. So I'm guessing we're gonna be in those circles, we're gonna be working with those people, so we'll see what happens. Hot dogs in Cyberpunk. Can you sit on chairs and sleep in your bed? I'm sure yes. No, I haven't played the game. How could I play the game? Next NCV, I think 2 weeks. You asking some questions and have been answered? Yeah, a lot of questions have been answered. We don't know what online is going to look like actually. Yeah. What? Money thing, like they don't need a license to put in Siri. Those things belong to CDPR. Yeah. In Cyberpunk, there are going to be any sports? Well, we see people playing basketball. We see some things, I'm sure. There was also, like, in that one shot during that show, when that guy is jumping, there is the number 24. It's a reference for Kobe. So I'm guessing some forms of basketball and whatever is going to be there. My default language is Bosnian. Can you play Cyberpunk with no cyberware? You can in a sense, but not. You need to have at least an interface or something. Not you cannot go without it. But it would be as going without a phone or something. Like it's gonna be very difficult for you to survive in Night City without any augmentations. You can play video games in Cyberpunk. We saw some arcades, right? But I'm not sure. I mean, of course you will have activities. I'm just referring specifically for arcades. I don't know if we're going to be able to use them, but of course, yes, activities and things, yeah, absolutely. And they did say that there is going to be one activity which is the size of Gwent, but it's not Gwent. It's something else, I guess, but it's of that size in a sense. Any news related to weapon customization, weapon skins, you will have, you're going to be able to adjust them. So that's one thing you can actually change the scopes and silencers and whatever of your rifles. You can put in like some bonuses, and you can also switch skins. What language we'll be using for audio and subtitles? For first one, English, and then the second playthrough, I think I will do Japanese because Japan really fits there. I don't know, Japanese fits in that. Damn, thank you. Well, I will be logging off in 5 minutes. Because, yeah, I have to go work and I have to go eat and I'm a bit tired. Yes, Linar, you can. Again, lethal and non-lethal options. But yeah, seriously, guys, thank you all for coming. Like every single week, wow, the support I've been getting on my videos lately. It's just channel is growing fast, and I couldn't be happier. I will, of course, like since this is my job now, I will of course put out more content. That's gonna be coming up as the game comes out, and I will have a lot of plans. I have a lot of plans after the game comes out. So don't worry. Honestly, all of this time I've been just waiting for the game to actually start recording properly. Everything before this was pretty much me warming up for the game. Yeah, you can carry loot in cars. That has been confirmed by CDPR. You can use vehicles as weapon and, well, item storage. Yeah. Seriously, like, thank you a lot. Hopefully you're all doing well, like, hopefully you have a nice weekend. I don't know about these muscles upgrading. Because technically you can just put gorilla arms and you can lift anything. Because that's the thing, like, and yeah, animals work out, and yes, you can kind of make your body bigger, but I don't think V is gonna be able to do that in that sense. Yeah. Hailcam, thank you for the cool content. What do you think is the greatest hole in the reveal? Well, we didn't hear much about the cyberspace and how that is going to pan out. So that's one thing. But we don't know, like, how is that going to... I think they want to keep it as a surprise. Yobi is a new member. Welcome. David Granger, thank you so much for $5. Hey there, I'm looking to romance Stout myself personally. Do you think we can romance Sasquatch Lady if we spare her life in that animal's mission? It would be cool to be able to romance Sasquatch, and I wouldn't rule out those possibilities because, again, the world of Cyberpunk is insane. And if someone looks like Sasquatch, like huge, looking like an animal, like, of course, it is a viable thing for romance. I don't know if they went with that way, but I wish they did. And if you were to romance Sasquatch, I guess you have to be really strong. I don't know, like, what's her taste gonna be like? But yes, you can work with animals as well. Everything they show is just a possibility away. What's the cyberspace? It's the net, basically. Like, I don't know, like, how is that properly going to look like? We saw some bits and snippets, but, you know, that's about it. Yeah. Any word on barbershops or tattoo parlors in the city? Yeah, like, we saw tattoos on V in character creation, and I'm sure you're gonna be able to change them up. I mean, in 2077, those things are lore friendly, like to remove a tattoo, add another one, change up the arm, return the normal arm, switch up the metallic arm, whatever. You can do it, so don't worry. Sasquatch has a lovely voice though. I didn't spend anything on developing Cyberpunk. I don't develop Cyberpunk. I don't know. It's like sometimes, like, Jesus, I always think it's because I've been getting questions. People think I work at CDPR. I don't work. Like, I'm not. I'm just a YouTuber covering the game because I'm a fan. And I sound Slavic, so people assume I work at CDPR. I don't. Will there be any cyberware that increases your running speed? I'm sure there will. I'm not Russian. I'm Bosnian. My Russian. That's a running meme. I'm hoping the link between V and Johnny feels like Mason Reznov. Oh, you're onto something. That's good. Like, I love that. I love this connection between Reznov and Mason and how that all played out. Yeah. I still remember that. My name is Victor Reznov. That was so cool. When the first time I played that, when he said, I'll have my revenge. My God, that was cool. I spent all of my life savings on developing. Yeah, I'm just a fan. I don't know why people would think I work at CDPR. Jesus. You're Bosnian, same, bro? Yeah, bro. I am. Wait, are we from the same city? Because we have Tiza. Are we from the same city, man? What do the numbers mean, Mason? That was cool. Yeah. All right. Now we're just repeating the same thing. Thank you all for coming. I will of course have a video tomorrow, so new lore video tomorrow, and then on Sunday community podcast with the group and a guest. And then next week, we'll continue with news, lore, whatever. I'm curious, what is my first? This is my first time I've caught your stream. What's the story behind your channel name? It's pretty random. It's really, really, really random. I was trying to figure out something which sounds fine, and LastKnownMeal kind of felt like it for some reason, and then a lot of people call me LKM on the internet, so it's good because it has two meanings, LKM and LastKnownMeal. So yeah, I don't know. Okay. Thank you again for $5, man. I look forward to putting a ragtag group of gang members together with Maelstrom Animals who would take on Arasaka, anyone who stands in my way. No, this is a canvas actually of Cyberpunk. Since Bosnian's outside of EU, so I cannot order stuff from the store. I have to get it through Austria. So I actually made a canvas. This is not a paint, this is a print on canvas. So I did that a while back. Like, this canvas is old. This is when the second trailer actually came out. I had this Meal Stormers Unite. I actually had this made. Yeah, we're live for a minute or two now. Pre-order done, can't wait to play. Almost there. Anechka, thank you so much for another donation. Thank you so much. Like, the support has been... Thank you, like, seriously. Like, I'll keep putting out great content. Don't worry, I'll keep pushing myself. I just bought a new mic, so, we have the crisp audio. I'm also in the process of getting a new webcam. I also ordered some things for the PC. I've yet to buy a 3080 because it's unavailable everywhere. It's crazy. Where do people buy those things? Like, especially in Bosnia, it's almost impossible to get it. No, you won't be able to buy that house. No, sorry. I don't think so. No, we just have the apartment and that's it. That house would be too expensive. Keep in mind, having a real estate in Haywood and all of that, in North Oak, How is the mic? It's amazing. I mean, you can hear it right now. I think the audio is fine. I'll have to adjust it a bit, add some filters to it, and it's gonna be fine. It's a USB one. It's pretty much plug and play. It's the Samsung G-Track Pro. It has three polar the patterns for the mic. It has the figure eight, omnidirectional, cardioid pattern. It has mono. It has 2 tracks. It has a mute button, the volume, the instrument, the volume of the instrument. It's a really good mic. We're live on Sunday, 8 p.m. Central European Time, with a podcast. Wait, is Epoxy here? Yeah, yo, check out Epoxy. He's a really cool YouTuber, man. Definitely. Have you changed my original life path choice? No, I was a street kid. What? What is sold out? I'm from Tuzla in Bosnia, and that's all. Oh, you're born in Norway. Oh, cool. Yeah. All right. So, all right. Yeah, photo mode is gonna be there. I'm sure of it. Yeah. Epoxy is great. Yeah, Epoxy is great. All right. Now, seriously, I have to go now. I'm already breaching my my time because I have to go eat and then focus on some things. All right. So, thank you all for watching. It's been an amazing stream. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for liking. Thank you for watching. Next stream Sunday, new video tomorrow, and then from there, next week I'm gonna have another Night not Night Wire. What the fuck? I'll have another community hangout. David, thank you for another $5. You don't have to donate to ask question. I think that Meredith Stout being Roman Sybil if you're a corp is your ticket into climbing back up that corporal ladder with her, getting revenge. Keep in mind also that Anthony Gilchrist, the man that was behind her, does appear in one of the scenes. So if you betray her, Anthony Gilchrist might be your entry as well. So those are 2 options. Did you manage to snag that Cyberpunk mouse that came out this past week? No, but I think I'm going to order the controller because I need controller. Yeah. Thank you all for coming. See you tomorrow with a new video. Stay classy, everyone. Don't forget to follow me up on Twitter and Discord because I post some stuff there, and I also if there is an announcement, you will have it there, and you can also interact with the amazing community that's on this channel. And I'm really happy with the community. You guys are the best. Like, seriously, you guys are smart, you're intelligent, and you know what you want. That's amazing. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.